They are your oppressors. Those police officers are not out to protect you or to guide you. They are criminals. Police officers are criminals. They are all gang members. They are gang members with badges and with guns. That's what they are. They are all the same. There's no police officer who is good. None of them are good. They're all corrupt. They are all they are all criminals. American police officers, they are all corrupt. They are all criminals. They are all gang members. They are not out to protect you. They are not out to serve you. They're not there to protect you. They are there to oppress you. They are there to kill you and to murder you. They don't even know what they're doing. They're not killing you because you're black. They're killing you because they are your oppressors. You are the slave. They are the slave masters. You are the bottom. They are the top. They are oppressing you because you are under a curse. The curse is described in Deuteronomy chapter 18. So American police officers, they are all the same. That's why you see them. They never come out and condemn their colleagues. Whenever a police officer shoots and kills a black man, you never see other police officers coming out and protesting and saying, wait, this is not right. They never condemn their colleagues. They all keep quiet. Why? Because they are all the same. They are all cowards. They are all criminal. They are cowards. They are raping your women. They are murdering you. They are abusing you. They are doing all these things, and you should not feel sorry whenever they get killed. Whenever you hear that a police officer gets shot to death, don't feel sorry for them because they are your oppressor. They are your oppressor. I don't feel bad when they get killed. I don't feel bad like when the brother, Micah Johnson, shot and killed 5 police officers in Dallas. I didn't feel bad. Why will I feel bad? I don't feel bad. They are my enemies. I don't feel safe around police officers. Actually, I feel in danger whenever I see a police officer. I don't feel safe because they can kill me anytime. They can kill you anytime because of the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. And the only way to get delivered, the only way to be protected, the only way to come out of this thing is to start keeping the laws and the commandments in the scriptures. And they will continue to kill you. So you got to understand, when a police officer gets killed, I don't feel bad because they are my oppressor. I feel happy when they get killed. I feel happy because my oppressor just got killed. But again, you cannot protest your way out, and you cannot listen. When I heard that Micah Johnson killed 5 police officers in Dallas, Texas, when I heard that, I was happy. I was happy when I heard that. But I also realized that you're not going to shoot your way out of this. You can't shoot your way out of this. The more you kill them, the more they kill you, because they were sent by your creator to hold you as captives. You have to realize this is a spiritual thing. So going and killing police officers, it's not the answer. Going and killing police officers, it's not the way. It's not the way to come out of this thing. Killing police officers will not deliver you from this. Fighting back will not deliver you from this. The only way you're going to come out of this slavery is to start keeping the laws and the commandments in the scriptures. So in as much as I'm happy for what Micah Johnson did, I realize that that's not the solution. Praying will not save you. Marching will not save you. Rioting will not save you. Voting will not save you. Killing police officers will not save you. The only way to come out of this captivity is to go back and start keeping the laws and the commandments in this scripture. And stop deluding yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. Stop lying yourself and thinking that slavery is over. Slavery is not over. The captivity is over, but you're still under oppression. They are still oppressing you because as long as you are in their land, they will continue to kill you. They will continue to murder you. They will continue to rape your women. They will continue to do all these things to you as long as you are in their land. So you got to get out of their land. You have to get out of America. You need to leave. It's time to leave America. Why do I say that? Because America is going to be destroyed. America is literally going to be destroyed. America is going to be destroyed with a nuclear weapon. America is going to be destroyed very soon. It's going to burn. It's going to burn down very soon. If you read Revelation chapter 18, you will see what I'm talking about. America is the nation that is described in Revelation chapter 18.
First of all, let me show you the most compelling piece of evidence that Revelation 18 is dealing with the United States of America. Go down, if you would, to verse number 11. This is talking about the destruction of Babylon, and it says, "And the merchants of the earth," merchants are people who sell things, "the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore." Now, what place could be destroyed in 2013 where it would be said, wow, because this place was destroyed, no man buyeth our merchandise anymore? I mean, think about it. The United States is the one who consumes the vast majority of the goods that are produced by the world. And if the United States were destroyed, people would literally say, who are we going to sell all this junk to? You know, this Walmart-bound, made-in-China junk. I mean, every single day there are gigantic ships coming from China just bringing just masses of merchandise. Who's ever been to the Long Beach Harbor or the LA Harbor and seen those ships coming in from the Pacific? Isn't it an amazing sight? I mean, it's unbelievable. I took a wrong turn. I didn't even mean to go there. I accidentally took a wrong turn. And I was just blown away by the sight of these gigantic ships just stacked. And look, they look like little Legos, but each one of those little blocks is a train car full of merchandise. I mean, just stacked up so high. I mean, it's an unbelievable amount of merchandise that's just constantly coming in. And that's probably the most compelling piece of evidence. But if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Because where is the world government right now, the embryonic world government that will eventually become, you know, the kingdom of the Antichrist and so forth? Where is the world government, the United Nations, based? In the United States. I mean, it is based in the United States. And really, if anybody has a world empire right now, it's the United States of America. Because the definition of empire throughout history is when we have our military bases in every country in the world, that's our empire. Okay, and we have the world government located within our borders, and we run it, we finance it, we call the shots. I mean, we are the lone superpower. I mean, it used to be what was called, you know, the two superpower model of the USSR and the United States. But then after that became a new world order where there was one superpower, the United States of America, and that's where we're at. I mean, that's what we live in.
All the empires that has ever existed has always been described in the Bible prophecy. So today, America is the nation that is described in Revelation chapter 18, and you have to read it to understand what I'm saying. If you have not read Revelation chapter 18, you would not know what I'm talking about. But when you read Revelation chapter 18, you're going to be like, wait a minute, this is true. That's true. You will see that America is the only nation that fits that description. And America is the world's last empire. There has been a lot of empires that have come and gone. No empire lasts forever. America is the latest empire right now in the world. And according to America is the last empire that will exist. America will be destroyed with a nuclear weapon very, very soon. Read it yourself. Revelation chapter 18. And then in Revelation chapter 17, verse 17, Revelation chapter 17, verse 16 and verse 17, you will see that it describes that God will put it in the heart of those that will destroy her with fire. But America is going to be destroyed. In Revelation chapter 18, verse 4, it says, "Come out of her, my people. Come out of her, lest you partake in her sin and be destroyed with her." You have to get out of America. You can go towards Africa. You can go to Asia. You can go to South America, but don't go to Europe, because most countries in Europe are also going to be destroyed. They're already being destroyed right now because the Muslims are taking over. The Muslims are invading them right now over there in Europe, in Germany, in France, and all those in Sweden. They are being destroyed right now, but eventually they're going to be destroyed with a nuclear weapon too. Most countries in the world are going to be destroyed with a nuclear weapon. Go and read Isaiah chapter 24. If you read Isaiah chapter 24 from verse 1 to 9, you will see what I'm saying. In Amos chapter 5, Amos chapter 9, verse 5, you will see what I'm saying. So a lot of countries are going to be destroyed with a nuclear weapon, but you are an Israelite, and you have to realize that you need to wake up and get out of America. You need to start keeping the laws and the commandments in the scriptures. If not, you're going to be destroyed too, because this is very, very important to understand that what's going on has nothing to do with race. What's going on is a spiritual issue. And once you realize this and you go back and start keeping the laws and the commandments, this will not stop. They will continue to kill you. They will continue to oppress you. This is why when you go on the street, most of this, go on the street, you see that most homeless people on the street are African Americans, the so-called African Americans. You see old men and women languishing on the street, rotting to pieces on the street, suffering on the street as homeless people, while America is giving billions and billions of dollars to other countries. Why can't they take care of the people on the street? That's because of the causes of Deuteronomy chapter 28. If they really, really care about you, they will take care of your old men and women on the street. America has enough money to give for free to other countries. Why aren't they taking care of the African Americans on the street? That's because of the cause of Deuteronomy chapter 28. So I know you might think I'm crazy. I know you might think that this is ridiculous. It's just the truth. It's the fact. You're not going to hear this from them, because you are under a curse of Deuteronomy chapter 28. And until you go back and start keeping those laws and the commandment, they will continue to kill you. They will continue to murder you, because that's what this is all about. This is a curse. The Israelites are under a curse. Until you realize who you are, they will continue to kill you. You have to go back and keep those laws. Even Christ, if you read in Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 to verse 19, you will see that Christ commanded that we must keep every single laws and the commandment in the Old Testament. In Matthew chapter 23, verse 1 to 3, he commanded his apostles and his those listening to him that they must keep every single law and the commandment in the Old Testament. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 21 to 23, Christ commanded that, he said that when he comes back, the people that he will save, he will gather, are those that kept the laws and the commandments written in the Old Testament. In Revelation chapter 22, verse 14, you will see that Christ said that those who will be allowed into the kingdom of heaven are those that kept all the laws and the commandments in the Old Testament. I can go on and on and on and on and on. In Romans chapter 2, verse 13, Paul said that not the hearers of the law are just, but the doers of the law. Those who are keeping the law, they are the ones that will be justified on the judgment day. That is why it's so important. If you read in Romans chapter 11, you read about the Israelites. You got to go back and start keeping the laws and the commandments in the scriptures. You need to read Deuteronomy chapter 28. You need to read Leviticus chapter 26 and Luke chapter 21. And then you can study some history books. You will see that African Americans, the so-called African Americans, are the only people that fit the description described in the scriptures. You got to go back and start keeping the laws and the commandments. That's why this is happening. Until then, they will keep on killing you. They will keep on they will keep on oppressing you and killing you. You have to wake up and realize who you are. If you are an African American, you have to realize that you are the Israelite. You have to go back and start keeping the laws and the commandments. If you need more information about this and other subjects, you need then look through our channel. Look through our channel. I have other presentation. I have other videos and presentation about this. You need to start keeping the laws and the commandments. Stop shaving your beard. You are an Israelite. An Israelite is supposed to grow their beard. You need to stop shaving your beard. You need to start keeping the Sabbath. The Sabbath is regulated by the moon. The Sabbath is not on. We were commanded to work for 6 days and rest on the 7th day. The Sabbath is not on Sunday. And the Sabbath is not on Saturday. It's not on Sunday and it's not on Saturday. The Sabbath is regulated by the moon. It's called the lunar Sabbath. The Sabbath that the Israelites kept in the Bible, the Israelites in the Bible was using the moon as their calendar. If you read 1 Samuel chapter 20, you will see what I'm talking about in 1 Samuel chapter 20. So when our Creator told us to keep the Sabbath, He told us to keep it according to the moon. If you read Genesis chapter 1 verse 14, Psalm 104 verse 19, Ezekiel chapter 46 verse 1 to 3, Isaiah chapter 66 verse 22 and verse 23. Even in the New Testament, if you read in Colossians chapter 2 verse 16, if you read Colossians chapter 2 verse 1 to verse 16, you will see that the early followers of Christ, they were using the moon as their calendar and they were keeping the new moon days. So you need to start keeping the Sabbath. The Sabbath is very important to the Israelite. It's important that you start keeping the Sabbath, work for 6 days and rest on the 7th day. Start keeping the Sabbath. Look through our channel. I have some presentations about that. So if you are a woman, If you're an African American woman, stop dressing like a prostitute. Stop wearing those tight skirt and tight pant and tight this and tight that and walking around naked with, half naked. You need to cover yourself. You need to dress moderately like a woman of Israel. A woman of Israel is not supposed to be walking around naked. You're supposed to dress up, cover yourself. That's the way you're supposed to dress. You're not supposed to be walking around naked, wearing all those damn tight pants and tights, trying to expose your body. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's what the Gentiles are doing. You're supposed to dress moderately. That's all part of keeping the laws and the commandments. You have to realize who you are and go back and start keeping the laws and the commandment. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. You can go ahead and subscribe to our channel. I'm going to be uploading more information like this. If you have any question or any comment, feel free to comment below the video. And subscribe to the channel so that you'll be able to get notified, or even look around our channel and see other presentations that we have. I thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you will really go and study this out yourself and realize what's going on. The reason why the African Americans are being killed is because they are the descendant of the ancient Israelites. And until you go back and start keeping those laws and commandments, they will continue to kill you. They will continue to murder you. And you have to realize that any Israelite that refuse, that those that don't keep the laws and the commandments, they will not be delivered. They will not be saved. Only those that keep the laws and the commandments, they are the people that will be saved when Christ comes back. I thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that this will be a way for you to continue studying this particular subject. Until next time, thank you so much, and remember,